Never really done one of these videos as a vlog format before, so if it turns out like shit, feel free to roast me in the comments. But yeah, I've just taken my dog for a quick walk here before I head out, so wish me luck. Oh, easy, come on. Sit. Bye-bye. Before hitting the trail, I'd figure I'd go over all the equipment that I brought on this 3-night, 4-day trip. All in, my pack weighed at about 23.6 pounds, so that includes all the consumables. For my pack, I carried a Mountiansmith Zerk 40-liter pack, and I used a Nylaflume pack liner to keep all my stuff dry. For my shelter system, I used the combination of the ENO Junglenest Hammock, the ENO ProFly Rainfly, and their Helios suspension system. My sleep system consisted of the Therm-a-rest Corus top quilt and the Hammock Gear Econo Burrow Under-quilt. Both have a temperature rating of 32 degrees Fahrenheit, though they only comfortably sleep down to about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Up next includes everything included in my cook system, which all comfortably fits inside of my titanium pot. Here are the camp clothes that I'd wear whenever I was ready to go to bed. The pants were a little too warm, but otherwise they were pretty comfortable. Up next is everything that's included in my ditty bag. I brought a Kindle this trip so I could read before bed. I also have my repair kit, lighter, medical kit, charging cable, toiletries, a 10,000 milliamp battery pack, Zoleo personal locator beacon, a head net, as well as my headlamp. Here are a few miscellaneous items, including my sit pad, phone stand, water filtration system, pillow, my poop kit, and my bear hang system. For footwear, I wore a pair of trail runners, and for my hard shell, I brought the Outdoor Research Ascent hard shell. Now, I won't be describing all the food that I brought, but pictured here is all the food that I brought for the 3 nights and 4 days. All right, now let's get to the trailhead. All right, we're here we're just leaving the Great Gulf trailhead now. We're gonna head up the Great Gulf Trail, eventually meet up with Madison Golf Trail and take that up to the top and hopefully be camping tonight somewhere around the summit of Mount Madison. There's a hut up there so I can get some water, use the bathroom if I need to before starting a big day tomorrow. This trail I'm about to do, the Madison Golf Trail, it's on the Terrifying 25 here in the White Mountains. It's a list of 25 plus mountains that are trails that include some crazy scrambling. So this one's graded at a 2+. So hardest I've ever done was probably a 2, but we'll see it. We'll see how we do. Decision time. Just took a little splash in that water back there. Felt pretty good. It's starting to rain pretty good. Getting a little nervous about how long this is going to last for, but I think I'm going to push and try to go to the hut. So said it was going to clear up by like 5 or 6. Hopefully it's not an all-night downpour, but we'll see. All right, getting pretty sweaty out here. Camera's getting a little foggy from all my moisture in my pocket here. Sorry about that. We're kind of coming up to a junction here. I gotta make a decision soon on what I want to do. I've been hearing thunder for the last, I don't know, 45 minutes or so, pretty much since I started hiking. It seemed to have stopped now, but it does make me a little bit nervous for tomorrow. When I last checked the weather, it said there was going to be possible rain. Oh, there's some now at around 3-4 o'clock-ish. So, you know, I think I got to be at Mount Washington by noon at the latest, so I'm not exposed up there. The rain's making me a little bit nervous because there is a hard rock scramble up ahead. I've only got about 2 more miles left until I'm at the hut, but the last third of a mile, it's pretty much straight up. It's like climbing a rock ladder. It's gonna be slick, so it's gonna be a little dangerous. One option I have is to just camp out right at the bottom of the scramble and just tackle that in the morning when I've got a little bit more energy and a little bit less weight off my pack. But you know, we'll just take things one step at a time. We'll see how we feel when we get there, and we'll make a decision later. Finally coming up to some views. It's pretty sunny over here, but over there it's looking a little dark. I think we're just going to be running into scattered showers here and there, and I don't think we'll be, you know, experiencing anything too crazy tonight. Oh. Just took a little dip in there. It's getting a little overheated, so it's nice to get my hair all nice and wet. And I'll tell you what though, look at my, feeling a lot better. Sun's starting to come out, making pretty good time. I started a lot later than I was hoping. It's about 3:30 when I got on trail, and it's pushing 5:15 now, I think. So I've been going for a good long while. I think I'll be able to get to Madison hut before the sun starts getting too low, but we'll see. We'll see. One step at a time. All right, it's about 5:30 now. I've gone about 4.3 miles. I've got about a mile left, but I've been steadily gaining elevation. Gained about 2,000 feet of elevation gain now, but over this last mile here, I have to do somewhere around another 2,000. So I got a bit of a climb. We'll see you up there. Whew, it's kind of hard to show, but it's really starting to get steep now. And this isn't even the steepest part yet. This is just the beginning of the gradient increase. So I think it's about to get pretty nuts. All right. Here's a interesting water crossing. Got these massive boulders all around, and I think I got to go up that way. So I'm gonna put this phone down for a little bit and start some scrambling. Just taking a quick rest. I was really hoping to get some more action shots of me coming up this. It's pretty cool scrambling. It's really sketchy. I'm on all fours on a lot of this, so it's really gonna be difficult to film. I'm running kind of behind on time, so I'm just gonna push my way up and get back to you at the top. God, it's pretty nuts. Not seeing a lot of footholds and handholds on that. Oh. That's the parking lot I came from. We're gonna try to film this one. See how it turns out. I just realized we're looking at Mount Washington there. You can see the different structures on top of the mountain. So I got to get up this on the right and passing over something on the other side of that. Probably losing a decent amount of elevation and then climbing all the way back up again. So then I got to get on the other side of that. So that's sort of what tomorrow looks like. Ah, yes. You can see basically the top, almost there. Ooh. It's getting a little breezy up here. It's really not that windy, but I don't know how well you'll be able to hear me. Behind me here, that's Mount Quincy Adams and Mount Adams. Back over there, Mount Madison. So tomorrow I'm going to be going that way, crossing over those mountains, Mount Jefferson, Mount Clay, might be a couple other in between, and end up at Mount Washington. Madison back here, I'd have to do a little out and back to actually be able to hit that mountaintop. So I'm not feeling it tonight. It's getting pretty late. I probably could do it if I knew where a spot was to camp, but I really like to get into camp before the sun sets. So again, game time decision. We'll figure that out in the morning. There it is. All right, here's camp. Managed to find a really good spot, not too far down from the hut. Give you a quick tour here. Of course, there's my bag. Sort of get my dinner stuff all together here. Getting a little organized. And I got this whole ENO set up with a hammock gear under-quilt. Probably go through and give you a tour of all my gear later. It's a pretty nice setup. It'll keep me warm tonight. It's only supposed to get down to, I think, the lower 60s. So, all right, I'm gonna enjoy the sunset and have some dinner. Well, good morning. I'm at a nice little sitting spot, having some breakfast, drinking my coffee, sort of enjoying the morning before a big day. Man, there's a lot of people in that hut today. I think a lot of people are going to be attempting the traverse and coming up behind me in a little bit. See if I can get some headway in front of them. I decided not to do Madison. The visibility is really bad right now. Madison is behind me, but the fog's blocking everything out. I'm hoping it'll clear up as it gets closer to noon and starts to warm up a little bit. But you know, hitting Adams now, Mount Jefferson after that, a couple more peaks, other presidents, and we got Mount Washington. Hopefully around noon, 1 o'clock-ish. So that is the lake I passed yesterday. Visibility sucks up here right now. Can't really see too far. A lot of this trail is this loose rock and boulder, so it's a little slow going. It's not too bad. You just got to be careful not to twist your ankle and take your time. To the top of Adams. It's pretty windy up here. The fog is pretty cool because it's all the condensation sticking to me like crazy. It's about 61 right now. I'm not getting too cold yet, but I might throw my rain jacket on a bit. Just to keep myself. This area's been quite brutal. A lot of huge boulders, pretty slippery algae or lichen on the boulders, and pretty steep drops. So every step I take, I have to take my time. I already slipped once and cut my knee a bit, but moisture's really making it bleed a bit, but I'm alright. I'll put a band-aid on it and I can get some cover later. All right, 5 miles of Mount Washington. I'm kind of near a mountain called Adams 5 right now. We'll get a good look at what we have for the rest of the day. So that first big peak that you see there is Mount Jefferson. The smaller one on the ridge there is Mount Clay. And up there, sorry for the zoom, you kind of see some structures, some cloud just coming over the back end of it. That's Mount Washington. That's where we're trying to get to. And you can come down the back side of that. That's about Adams that I just came down. It's pretty brutal, not gonna lie. A lot of sharp rocks, very slippery. It's all the condensation, but you know, it's starting to clear up now. Rocks are drying off and sun's coming out. And it's really great to see these views. It's pretty obscured for a while there, but something I'm just noticing now, it looks like there's still a little bit of patches of snow out there. Kind of see one there. A couple little patches of white there. Pretty sure that's the last remnants of the snow. So it just goes to show, not too long ago, this was conditions were a lot different. So it's actually, with this heat wave, 61 right now, it's pretty close to record heat in this area. We're up on the ridges here, so. Air out a little bit. Put some Leukotape on it. Some Leukotape just to sort of take some of the stress off of these hot spots I'm developing. I don't want to get blisters out here. So let my socks dry a little bit. Put that on. Also, I finally was able to spot some people ahead of me. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see my camera. Right down in the middle of the screen, there's a guy in an orange shirt. Just to kind of give you an idea of, the scale of everything here. It's like Adam's starting to get obscured by a cloud, but you can kind of see the path I took. And almost there. Still kind of a long ways to go, but we're almost there. down the backside of Jefferson now. Unfortunately, a bunch of fog rolled in. Some clouds came over the top of the mountain. Couldn't really see much, but it was cool to make the ascent nonetheless. Up next is Mount Clay, and then Mount Washington, so we're cooking. I'm now starting to think that snow I thought I saw earlier might just be huge quartz deposits. Pretty cool though. Just realized that those mountains kind of off in the distance there, those are the Wildcats. I'm potentially gonna trek across a lot of that tomorrow, so we'll see how I'm feeling, but first we got to get up Clay. There it is. Still got a ways to go. Probably another 20, 30, 40 more minutes. I don't know. We're getting there. See the train coming up here. Inching its way up. So we'll be up there soon. What goes up must come down. Oh, I think they'll turn around and take me back up. Sort of a quick recap of what I've just done. There's Mount Madison. Didn't go up that one. That's right there. We got Mount Adams, Mount Jefferson, Mount Clay, and just gotta follow the train tracks all the way up. Pretty much there. Almost at the summit. I'm gonna go take some pictures, look around, enjoy myself for about 20 minutes up there and hit the trail. All right, that's Mount Washington in the background there. I'm approaching Boot Spur. When I get there, I'm gonna take a quick break. After that, going down Glen Boulder Trail, back down to the road. It's about 3:30 now. Getting pretty tired. We'll see how I feel. Sorry about the wind. We'll see if I can I'd like to get down and come back the other side, up on the other side, and start making some progress getting uphill towards Wildcat D, the first mountain on the other side of the road. But we'll see how things go. We'll see what time it is when I get to when I start heading down Glen Boulder Trail. And you know, if it's too late, you can always just start that up tomorrow. Well, the skies really opened up on me just now. It was a mad scramble to try to find somewhere safe to hunker down. The wind was whipping real hard earlier, and there's a lot of lightning going on, so I think I'm caught right now in the middle of a monsoon, something like that. Not gonna lie, it was pretty scary there for a minute, but I'm real glad that I have my shelter set up here. I'm keeping warm, and I'm just gonna hope this passes by, and worst case is I'm collecting some water here, and if anything, I set up here for the night. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I am so glad that I checked the weather beforehand and had an idea that sometime after 4 there's a chance of a lightning storm, because if I was caught out on that ridge there, like, that's dangerous. That's hypothermic conditions up there. Like, I saw people going up to the summit, and I really hope they're all okay, because I got real lucky here, because I think I'm about to come up to an exposed area, you know, pretty open to the elements, and I think I'm going to be out of tree line for a minute. It's almost like it's never even rained. However, I do suspect that smoke down there is probably from a lightning strike. So yeah, I was not comfortable with where I was at, but it was better than a lot of other areas out here, so let's get out of here. Well, I had one of the deepest sleeps I've had in a long time. Boy, was I exhausted. Took some Benadryl too to help cut down on the itchiness from the bug bites I've been getting. But man, was I knocked out. So just leaving camp now. It's close to 9 o'clock. I'll see how much I could do with the cats. I probably won't do all of them. I might cut down before it gets over towards the Carters. I intended to get all the way to North Carter and then cut back down to the car from there, but I'm dealing with some blisters today that developed yesterday. Really should have taken some time and took care of those when they're hot spots, but here we are. So yeah, once I get down to the road, I'll probably take a moment to use any bathrooms there and sort of plan out the rest of the day. So for now, I'm just trying to get out of this side and get down to the road. All right, coming up on the last turn before last little jaunt down to the road. So hoping to be down to the road in like 10-15 minutes or so. All right, change of plans here. Looks like the trail I was looking to take is closed. I was thinking about just going for it, but I don't really want to risk it. The Wildcat Trail, I forget exactly what it's called on the other side, is pretty steep, but if I take this detour here, it'll take me down to a different trailhead. I'll road hike a little bit and then cut back up a different trail to get up to the Wildcats. It seems a little bit longer, a little bit more out of the way, but it's not as steep, so that's a plus. Legs are definitely shaking a little bit today, so it might be nice to take an easier trail instead of what I believe was some pretty difficult scrambling on the trail I was looking to do. So a little disappointed, but at the same time, my body's probably thanking me for this. So the trail's starting to flatten out here, so trying out a little bit of trail running, make up some time. Well, might have spoken a little too soon. Cool rock formation though. Not so bad. Kind of like coming down a really steep staircase. Made it to the road. Wasn't so bad. So you can see over there, that ridge line is the original trail I was looking to come up and end up there. But instead, I'm gonna do a little road walking past a ski resort and come up the other side. Yeah, coming over this bridge here, it's pretty cool. But you can see the ridge line that I came down, and I kind of cut back towards the road this way. I came down that far ridge there. At one point, it's enshrouded in clouds, but it's way back there. I was right up there when the lightning storm came through. So, pretty scary. Designated uphill route. I didn't do any research on this trail because I really thought I was gonna go the other way, but I think this is just a service road all the way to the top, so I can use a little bit of easy hiking for a little bit. I say easy, but it's all uphill. It's a couple thousand feet of elevation gain, so all right. Oops, missed my turn. Have to head back downhill just a little bit, but it's a pretty view. Can't complain. It's way off in the distance there, or in the center frame. That's South Carter. I wanted to get past that today and come back down that ridge line, kind of on the far side there. But instead, I'm gonna come up here. I think that's where the trail goes. And these closer peaks here, I'll be up right on the other side of those, and then I'm gonna come back down sort of the valley in the middle there. And eventually it shoots me back out right over where the car is, so. Not really sure how well you can tell, but I'm starting to get up into the clouds here. Probably means, light rain, high humidity kind of deal. It's not really supposed to rain until like 5-6 o'clock-ish. So hopefully that rings true and we can get the camp set up before it starts coming down. All right, we're at the ski lift at the top of Wildcat D, it's called. So I'm not quite at the peak, but I'm in an area, I'm about to be in more woodsy area and less of this access road sort of stuff. So I'm just gonna check this place out real quick. It's kind of cool being up here, at the top of the ski slope during the summer. Timing couldn't have been any better. Just started raining. It was dry when I got up here, but yeah, I'm just sitting under the gondola thing here, waiting for this little storm to pass. Just check the weather. It's only gonna be maybe a half hour of rain. I might start up again in a little bit. I don't mind hiking in the rain, but definitely needed a quick break after that ascent. So I'm gonna chill here for a little bit, and the rest of the day, it's just the rest of this little Wildcat range here. It's not too long. And then that starts to decrease in elevation and goes down to Wildcat Hut, I think it's called. So, I'll use the facilities there. And then the rest of the day is I just get as close to the car as I can, or as close as I want to, and find somewhere to set up camp. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit, let my stuff dry off a little bit, and enjoy. All right, back to the trail. It's a pretty cool overlook thing here. Give us a good view of everything I've done so far. So, of course, it is all obscured by clouds right now. But when I was up over on Mount Washington over there, which is ways above that cloud line there, this mountain looked tiny. So bet it's a pretty impressive view from over here. But over there, I can't tell exactly where. I don't really care. Eventually I have to go down, and the parking lot I need to get to is over there. So the end is in sight. All right, coming down the backside of Wildcat B. That's assuming Wildcat A. Once I hit that peak, I take that ridge line down. There's a hut there. I'm gonna hit the hut and then come back over the other side and head out. Oh, it's so quiet up here. There's no wind. It's supposed to be rain coming in a couple minutes, but you know, I'll be under tree line the whole time. It shouldn't be anything too bad. Yeah, we're on the last of the Wildcat Ridge here. I think there's a pretty good view coming up soon, so we'll take a look at that and head on down to the hut. Absolutely no wind today. So that's the hut. Gotta make it down to that. First I gotta come down this ridge here. It's pretty steep. It's gonna suck, but one step at a time. I did want to do the Carters. That was one of my ideas, but I'm getting pretty tired. So I'd have to go back up that, over that ridge, and then come back down somewhere over there. So instead, I'm just gonna come to the hut, follow that saddle, you can kind of call it, back down to the car. So yeah, see the road way over there. All right, it looks like the hut's 0.3 miles that way. I don't really want to keep going and add another 0.6 miles round trip. So I'm just gonna start heading back towards the car. The more miles I get in today, the less I have to do in the morning. It's only like a 4 mile distance to the car from here. 3.6 to the road, and then another about a half a mile. But the more I can get done today, the less I have to do in the morning, and still have the drive back in the morning. So let's hit the trail, try to find camp, and then we'll have an early night. It's a sketchy little bridge there. Won't be too bad. Got water filtering. Got dinner cooking. And gonna cook, chill here by the river, and got camp set up a couple 100 feet up that way. So pretty much all set up, and I got plenty of daylight to get all the chores done. So probably see you in the morning. Just filtering some water. I used up pretty much everything I had in the morning, so I just want to have enough for when I get to the car. Yeah, that's the trail. Comes up here, goes back that way. I was up in the woods, maybe 200-300 feet down that path over there. So, nice little spot. I'm probably not going to film until I get back to the car because I'm running low on battery, but it's been real fun. Getting close. Probably not going to film the rest of the time because it's raining pretty good. So, again, we'll see you at the car. All right, made it back to the parking lot. Thanks for watching, guys. This is a real fun trip. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.